Have you ever hit rock bottom? We live in a time where everyone is trying to make it, and oftentimes we realize the best way to the top is after you have hit the bottom. Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Darryl L. Jones, and welcome to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. I will bless the Lord at all times, and His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make its boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear it and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt God's name together, for this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today, I will share some tips about rising up on purpose after you hit the bottom. We all fail at something in life. And if we are positive about it, we let it become a learning experience. Because hitting rock bottom is different. When you encounter complete and utter failure in all areas of your life, it is very hard to see anything positive about it at all. And this condition is often accompanied by severe depression, which will really challenge you. But let me say this, being at your lowest point possible can be a positive experience. In a way, it's an excellent opportunity to reinvent your whole life from scratch. Because when things cannot get any worse, it really means that whatever you decide to do is going to be an improvement. And the only way is up. So rise up. Even if it's ever so slightly, rise up. But what exactly should you do to pick yourself up and begin taking control of your life again? Rise up. And the first step in rising up is to start with something small and focus on one thing at a time. So, you are down at the deep end and have no idea how to get out of where to start. Some life coaches would suggest that you try to turn things around immediately, deciding to put every effort into changing your life this very minute, and to show the world a miraculous comeback. Let me advise you, don't fall into this trap. As a matter of fact, it is about the worst thing you can do in this situation. And yes, while it is possible to muster enough energy and determination to maintain this tempo for a little while, very few people are capable of changing their life in one fell swoop. By the way, this is the reason why most people fail at their New Year resolutions. Trying to change everything may sound like an alluring and a motivating goal, but you will most likely run out of steam after a few days. And your own inability to adhere to your new regimen will cause you to abandon it almost immediately. In doing so, this may plunge you into a deeper depression. So instead, let me encourage you to focus on making small steps toward a single goal. And when you hit rock bottom, improvement in any area of your life is a welcome. And small successes will help you get used to achieving something, conditioning you for your further purpose in life. Which leads to my next point, set achievable goals. Allegedly, visualizing your success motivates you to move forward. And it also allows you to achieve whatever it is you're desiring. And yes, it may take a lot of work in some cases, but it is definitely and certainly worth it. So when you hit rock bottom, imagine doing something grand. Imagine, if you would, driving that Lamborghini. or wearing that Rolex timepiece, owning a private island. Some of these things might seem so far-fetched, but if you could start seeing yourself in this image, it won't do nothing more than motivate you to try harder. And in trying harder, that's one of the steps in trying to rise up. And this leads to my next point. Reach out, but reach out to people who are known for being encouraging. Because too often, most people when they go through a rough patch, they have a tendency to shut down. But when you reach out to other people who can help, this will allow people to be able to share their experiences, because 9 out of 10 times, most people have been where you are. And what's interesting is sometimes it's not even direct help that we need. It's just the inspiration and the motivation we get from being able to communicate to somebody who we believe and trust in that we're going through a rough patch and we just really need somebody to listen to us. So be willing to accept the help that they offer and be willing to utilize some of the resources they are willing to give you. Which leads to my other point. Find your motivation. Because it is often said that if you cannot achieve something, it means that you don't have a strong enough purpose. We have lost what we believe our life means. Let's face the facts. Nobody really enjoys hitting rock bottom. But if you perceive it as an opportunity to hit the reset button and start things fresh and new, it can be the beginning of a new and much more powerful period of your life. So let me encourage, inspire, and motivate you to trust God. And in the words of the late Chico Renfro, the game of life isn't over until the final whistle has blown. I want to also encourage you, first of all, to forgive yourself for where you are. Because being on the bottom will allow us to point fingers at ourselves. So forgive yourself and find that team of encouragers who can commit to teaching you what the Word of God says about living in your purpose. And if you haven't already, find a church home where you can experience the blessings of a true, genuine, and authentic community. And yes, weapons may form against you, but they shall not, they cannot, and they will not prosper against you. Because you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. If this video has helped you in any way, please feel free to share it with a friend. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. Book me to speak at your next event simply by emailing me at bebetteronpurpose@gmail.com. And let me invite you to visit my websites, www.bebetteronpurpose.com, and my church website at Champions for Christ, which is www.c4cchurch.com. And finally, connect with me on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Dr. Darryl L. Jones or Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Well, until we're together again, thank you for tuning in to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones, and we will see you the next time.